whether it's classes and presentations and going through your courses and your clinical sites and getting ready for research and your dissertation process and then ultimately getting ready for your internship and then maybe going towards your postdoc and then finally becoming licensed and going through your EPPP. What is up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Phil Sarpon. This is Phil's Guide to PsyD. This channel is dedicated to all things psychology, wellness, and graduate school. Today, we are going to be talking about how hard is it to actually become a psychologist, to get through graduate school, to get through all of the different milestones that are going to be thrown your way. And I'm going to approach this question from a little bit of a different angle in terms of not just necessarily talking about all of the different things that you might have to do, whether it's classes and presentations and going through your courses and your clinical sites and getting ready for research and your dissertation process and then ultimately getting ready for your internship and then maybe going towards your postdoc and then finally becoming licensed and going through your EPPP. Obviously, there's a whole list of things that you will have to do in order to become a psychologist that does make it fairly difficult to some degree. But I think what I would for myself think about in terms of difficulties, that clinical psychology isn't so difficult in terms of it's like the hardest thing that you've ever had to go through. It's just a lot of different things to manage at the same time. You might be applying for a new clinical rotation, your new practicum site, while at the same time you're doing some research experience, while at the same time you're doing some TA experience, while at the same time you might have a part-time job, while at the same time you're preparing for your dissertation proposal, right? And so it's not that specifically preparing for the clinical rotation is super difficult. It's just that there's a lot of different things that are also eating up your time that might kind of constrain you or strain you in terms of where you have to give your time to. And so the most important part about clinical psychology is really time management. And so time management for you, if you feel like you are confident in time management, I think you should feel confident in going towards graduate school and being really successful, because that's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned so far as a clinical psychology doctoral student. And so maybe the question isn't how hard is it to become a psychologist? Maybe the question should be, how good are your time management skills? Because if you have great time management skills, I think you will do just fine. Now, one of the ways to figure out whether or not you have good time management skills is to literally make a list. Get a piece of paper, get a pencil, and literally count how many hours you dedicate to one task. So for example, how many hours are you spending just specifically for schoolwork? How many hours are you dedicating to commuting? How many hours are you dedicating to being in class or in your clinical rotation or in your part-time job or hanging out with family or friends? Where are you putting your time into? Because once you figure out where you're putting your time into, you can figure out all the things that you are either prioritizing that are good or all the things that you are not prioritizing that you need to be prioritizing. And so once you do that list, you'll be able to see, oh my gosh, I have all of these hours in the day. I have all of these hours in the week. I can dedicate my time well to not only taking care of myself and self-care and getting enough sleep, but also making sure that I'm putting in the work to all of the different responsibilities that I have as a clinical psychology student. So that's just a little bit of a glimpse of maybe something that you can do for yourself as you're trying to figure out your time management skills and trying to take those time management skills and apply it to clinical psychology doctoral school. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, please put it down in the comment section below. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.